I know this probably is not going to be seen because a lot of my stuff is being shadow banned and a lot of it is being blocked out. Compliments of Ontario provincial police who are guilty of very serious crimes against me, along with very serious criminal Lennox and Addington County General Hospital doctors, justice of the peace, mental health workers, organized trafficking, sex slavery trafficking, torturing, brain injuring, body mutilations, kidnapping, sex assault, blood and piss forcing, false arrest, arrest refusals, extortion, lies, time buying, cover ups, stalking, medical file falsification for treatment refusals, discrimination, medical blacklisting, assuring crimes against victims. In late 2018, I found out about human trafficking, homeless human trafficking, homeless exploitation for monetary gain, and possible money laundering that was taking place in Napanee out of, out of the Morning Star mission. To speak up, to warn people, I spoke out about it. August of 2019, I was sitting at a previous address. One pastor or priest, whatever he is, David Smith from Morning Star Mission, showed up at my place. He delivered me food. I had did not ask for it. He just all of a sudden showed up. I told him to get away from me, to get the fuck out of my yard. I wanted nothing to do with him. 5 minutes later, Ontario Provincial Police Cop Spencer Mills shows up at my place. He and a guy from mental health to intimidate, to threaten, to basically let me know that if I did not stop talking about what was taking place, there would be serious consequences. 2 days later, after that happened, I was still at my previous address. I was sitting outside, and it was in August of 2019, approximately 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. O.p.p Chief or Commander goes by. He was driving a white Jeep Wrangler. He waved at me. I waved back. It was on Highway 41, Center Street and Bridge Street at the intersection. He waved, I waved back. When I waved back, a black truck pulled up beside him. They pointed something, they shot it, and it went into my ear. After that happened, I started getting burning. Whatever was put into me, it was moving in my head, and I was getting electric shocks and more. I go to the hospital to find out what is going on. Later that year, November of 2019, I get an appointment for a CAT scan at Lennox and Addington County General Hospital. I go to my CAT scan. My mother was alive at the time, and somebody else was with me. I go to get my CAT scan, and one of the people involved was at the hospital. I get my CAT scan done. I wanted to see the results. I was told I am not going to get them. I would not understand them, assuming that I am stupid. And I was told automatically I needed medication. Come to find out that the one person there, Stacy, mental health worker, now Kingston AMHS, was at the hospital talking to who I found out to be her girlfriend, Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic. She also goes by Dr. Marky V. She was stating that she was there for my benefit, for anxiety, and all of this other bullshit. I had no association with Stacy. I had no association with mental health in Napanee or anywhere else in any way, shape, or form. She had no business. She had no right to be there. Not satisfied with what not satisfied because I would not get my results, my CAT scan results. I decided a little while later, because it's still having problems, a lot of burning and electrical shocking and more that was starting to happen. So to find out what was going on, I decided to go to Kingston General Hospital. I am at Kingston General Hospital. They get a phone call stating that I am a suicidal self-harmer. Not true in any way, shape, or form. Never have been, never will be. I am about life 100%. I watched my own father commit suicide when I was a child. There is no way in hell I'm like that. But anyway, because whoever the call come from, and me having long hair and tattoos, I was not taken serious about why I was there, so I did not get the help or treatment to find out what was going on. It was believed, so I was discriminated against and refused treatment. Still having a lot of problems after that happened, I went to Belleville General Hospital. There was a French doctor working. I go in, or he comes in, first words out of his mouth, I'm looking at your file. There is nothing that I am going to do for you. You need a psychiatrist. You need to leave my hospital immediately. And I was kicked out. After he said that, wondering, I'm seeing your file and everything else, wondering what the fuck is going on. Come to find out, afterwards, Stacy and Dr. Tatiana Vukadinovic, the one that falsified a medical file against me for discrimination, for treatment refusals, and for medical blacklisting to assure everything against me. I had not been to Lennox and Addington County General Hospital or any other hospital in any way, shape, or form in almost 7 to 10 years. And then all of a sudden, I am going to hospitals and I am having doctors tell me, I seen your file, I seen your file, I seen your file. Going to Lennox and Addington County General Hospital after I was sex assaulted, doctors laughing in my face, other doctors trying to have me committed by because I am a man and because who it happened by. Being treated like a piece of shit, being belittled, being called names, being put in fucking private, being put in rooms and everything, and being treated like total garbage. Having to get rushed to the hospital by ambulance, not being seen, having to crawl out of the off the stretcher, out of the fucking hospital, and take taxis home. I have had strokes. I have had possible heart attacks. I have been through serious skull deforming, serious brain injury with proof, and a lot of other body damage has been done to me. Still not getting anywhere after being treated like a piece of shit at Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, and me complaining about what was taking place to patient relations and others, letting them know what was taking place with their doctors and that they needed to be arrested and charged for what they were doing. As a result, I was charged through the hospital. No criminal record, no criminal history. That was done in an attempt to give me a criminal record. That was done in an attempt to give me a criminal history. That was done in an attempt to try to discredit me in every way, shape, or form. They are going the mental health route so they can use that bullshit narrative to try to get away with what they have gotten away against on me. Still not happy with what has taken place. I went back to Kingston General Hospital for a second time, and once again, they got a phone call stating about drugs that I do not do. At one point in time, I did. I am not perfect. I fully admit I used drugs. I overdosed in 2013 by what is called Dilaudid. It is basically synthetic heroin, and I am glad it happened. That was my wake up call. I have not done anything since then. I have been clean. I had a slip up in 2018 for 2 days, and I have not touched anything since. But once again, because of my long hair, because of my tattoos, and whoever the call come from, I was once again not taken serious and not got the help that I was there to get. Meanwhile, I am going through all kinds of deforming, serious skull deforming, serious brain injuring. I went to Lennox and Annington County General Hospital because I was having lung problems. I went in, I registered. After I registered, everything was fine. I went and sat down. Next thing you know, a paladin security guard come in, told me to get the fuck out of the hospital, that I was not going to be seen. So fine, I left. In the meantime, after that, I am going to the hospital trying to get fucking help, being treated like garbage while they are treating this like a mental health issue that has nothing to do with that in any way, shape, or form. Once again, so they can try to use that narrative to get out of the crimes that they are guilty of. I believe in 2019, my ex O.p.p chief, or whatever he shot me with, was prisoner tracking or what is called remote neuromonitoring, which is a nano microchip implant. I have proven it. It's been in use since the 1960s through the police and military. And what it does, it is for destruction of a person's central nervous system. It is also for illegal, invasive surveillance, whether anybody wants to believe that or not. I can and have proven it. But whatever was shot into me, that is after when I started going through provable skull deforming and provable identity changes that have been happening to me. Ontario Provincial Police and the rest, including the Justice of the Peace, who even had me charged to prevent anything illegal on her, for accusations, threats, intimidations, and obstructions, stating I was high on marijuana and hallucinating being sodomized. That was also done in an attempt to prevent anything legal on the cops or her or anyone else involved. This happened about 9:30 in the morning, where she stunk of whiskey and her eyes were glossed over like she just railed a big line of cocaine, and that is no joke. I was falsely arrested in twice because of crimes taking place against me, all in an attempt to prevent me help, all in an attempt to get away with what they've gotten away with. Me going to Ontario Provincial Police, trying to get arrested and charging, being surrounded, hands on guns with 100% proof, trying OIPRD at the time several times, not getting anywhere, trying LICA now that they are the ones involved, which I believe to be highly corrupt, are involved. I have tried in every way, shape, or form to get arrest, charging, and to get lawyers. I have even been to lawyers, and once you mention the name Spencer Mills, Ontario Provincial Police, they quickly tell me no, they cannot and will not help. And that's a fact. I have not been able to get lawyers. My medical rights, my legal rights, my human rights have been taken. My mother was stalked, my mother was tortured, and my mother was given cancer. I said this was going to happen. I said that she was going to be killed because of what was taking place with her. As a result, she died, was murdered December 20th. 2020 at approximately 6:05 p.m. I will never, ever, ever forget that time. That's when I lost my mother because of these pieces of shit. I have had my dogs tortured, two of my dogs tortured and killed as well. Ontario Provincial Police who are guilty of murder, attempted murder, full physical identity theft, drug trafficking, sex slavery trafficking, financial thefts and frauds, welfare, disability, identity thefts and frauds, bank frauds, drug trafficking, murders, attempted murders, and cover-ups with registered inmate sex offenders, with known drug traffickers, drug addicts, and pieces of shit scum who they are feeding drugs to and giving drop charges to for committing these crimes so they could play Pontius Pilate in hopes of deniability for their involvement of everything taking place. It is very seriously organized. Ontario Provincial Police, once again, ex-chief or commander, year 2019, had me shot. He is guilty of premeditated attempted murder with intent to commit. Staff Sergeant, years 2019-2021, kidnapping, sodomy, sex assault, and attempted murder with intent to commit. Shannon Cork, Robert Luke. Shannon Cork laughed in my face, actually. I told her to arrest her boss. She laughed in my face over it. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Constable Ward. Stacy, once again, mental health worker, Kingston AMHS. Shelley Hafner or Huffner had me kidnapped May 27, 2021, 24 hours after me asking for help with what has taken place with me and the crimes against me. That was done in an attempt to shut me up, in an attempt to get me kept under false pretenses of incompetency. When they found out what they had done, 24 hours afterwards, after forcing my blood and piss, they quickly left me in Kingston, Ontario. This was done through a Judge Chappelle. There is also Spencer Mills, 14716, Robert Kane, 7224. One is also alleged Ontario Provincial Police supervisor. He goes by Blair Hardy and Blair King. Each and every one of these lowlives provably have been involved with crimes against me, full physically changing me, and I am the end of my bloodline as well. So congratulations on what you accomplished with me, Ontario Provincial Police, and your lowlife obsessed homosexual fucking pieces of shit garbage who cannot be arrested without $22,000. This is a woman beater. This is a child abuser. This is a pimp, and he is guilty of torture crimes on me. He is guilty of attempted murder. He hangs out. He is homeless, and he hangs out with my mother's son, Kevin Sweet, where he goes to smoke crack. Guilty of blinding me in my right eye. Guilty of torture crimes against me, skull splitting me, brain injuring me, attempted paralyzing me, and attempted murder. Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns. He is a speedhead. They are all registered sex offenders. And he is involved with this through his boyfriend, who happens to be my cousin, Dale Hartwick, who is guilty of the same crimes and attempted murder with intent to commit for drop charges for a stabbing he committed against his wife or ex-wife's boyfriend. This is me going to O.p.p and trying to get charges done. I look absolutely nothing like this.
I'm headed in towards O.p.p. See about getting Spencer Miller's wife, William Woolridge, arrested and charged today. Stalking, injuring, torturing. Let's see what happens.
As I said, 100% identity theft has been done to me, and not being able to do a damn thing about it. Once again, because I do not have $22,000 and because who it's being done by. This guy here is Bert Hustler. He used to date my wife after we separated. He is guilty of torture crimes. He is a schizophrenic. He is a meth head, a crackhead. He is a morphine head. He is guilty of first-degree attempted murder with intent to commit. He is very seriously dangerous. He is guilty of skull splitting me, brain injuring me. He is highly obsessed and jealous of the long hair that I used to have. He is very sick. He is a child sex offender as well. He and his girlfriend Maggie, which is an ex-Toronto hooker and now a madam to Ontario Provincial Police with this lowlife. 149 Center Street North. This is the one that is guilty of stalking and torturing my mother and causing her death. He believes that he and I were switched at birth, thinks that he is my dad, and was calling my mother mom, now bald, glasses, approximately 65 to 70 years old. Has many alias names: Bill Woldridge, Bill Coolidge, Bill Delarosaval, James Bubbles, Stephen Mavis, Robert Cross. This is another picture of Bert Hustler. Meth trafficker for O.p.p, child groomer, guilty of torturing and killing my dog. March 24th, 2023. Guilty of brain injury me. He and his roommate Samantha are both guilty of first-degree attempted murder against me. I have been going through this for 6 fucking years. And this is Tyler Teabag Lake. He is guilty of torturing and killing my dog, March 24th, 2023, with one Raymond LeGlobe. Guilty of identity theft against me, brain injury me. I have pictures where I look just like him. He is guilty of first-degree murder and attempted murder. Tyler Teabag Lake. Damage is done. Full right side of my head is completely and totally gone. I get piss and shit going through my head, and I get air being pumped through my skull. I have holes in my head now, which can be proven, not previously had. I have had serious damage because of these fuckers, and there is not a damn thing that I can do about it. As I said, when people disappear, families are murdered and missing. It is Ontario Provincial Police, and this is the one that's alleged O.p.p Constable Supervisor Blair Kane Blair Hardy. He is a meth trafficker. He's guilty of multiple homicides, bank thefts and frauds, welfare disability frauds, bank frauds, thefts, and as I said, once again, possible multiple murders. Fentanyl trafficker, crackhead, guilty of stalking, torture crimes, brain injury. He's a stroke victim. He is guilty of murder in 2021, attempted murder on me, 6 years crimes, and possible many drug overdose homicides between Napanee and Kingston, Ontario. Jason Vinelstein. This is another picture of Tyler Teabag Lake. He is Robert Kane's number one rat informant, little piece of shit too, by the way. O.p.p. drug cop. Whoops. The woman in the picture, her name is Maggie Falls. She is Bert Hustler's madam, whatever. She is the madam's O.p.p. and an ex-Toronto hooker. She is a pillhead, a pill dealer, and guilty also of torture crimes and attempted murder of me. I'm trying to get a better picture of her. And there is this lowlife. He is my cousin. His name is Harry Hartwick, approximately 80 years old, very seriously sadistic, guilty of brain injuring me, skull splitting me regardless of his age. He is a child groomer. He let me do his wife when I was a 15-year-old kid while he masturbated. He is guilty of stripping me naked when I was a child in Winnipeg, Manitoba, stripped me naked, put tuck tape all over my testicles, and made me stand naked in a corner while he proceeded to try to beat the shit out of my mother and my older brother at the time, Harry Hartwick. There, there was a sex offender who was involved in child pornography from Kingston, Ontario as well. He goes by Jimmy Fry on TikTok. His real name is Robert Hanna. He is not allowed to be on the internet, and yet he hacked my phone. He cloned and hacked my computer. He gets online as Jimmy Fry on TikTok and possibly others. He is an ex-Bath prisoner inmate as well. And this is the headline about him. He is guilty of stalking. He lived on Oak Street in Kingston, Ontario. He possibly now may be at Artillery Park or at Hamilton House in Kingston with his boyfriend, a furry Edward Alex Robichaud. And this is one of his TikToks. He is balding, ponytail, goatee, wears glasses, 28, 29 years old, always wears headphones as well. And he is possibly working with him for Ontario, or not Ontario, but Kingston Police. This is Sean McKay. He frequents Tyendinaga, Deserano, Napanee, Picton, Belleville, where he tried to commit attempted murder on me in Belleville in 2015 as well. He is guilty of skull splitting me, brain injuring me. He is a serious drug addict. He is a serious alcoholic. And all of this can be proven too with everybody showing it can all be proven their involvement with the crimes against me 100% provable. I now share DNA with each and every one of these lowlives, and I can prove my words. And this is my cousin Dale Hartwick, the one that's guilty of attempted murder against me for drop charges for a stabbing. There is also a reserve cop and his brother, a Travis Brandt and a Christopher Brandt, who are guilty of stalking, brain injury, drugging, using CEW on me, using Stingray as well. They are involved with the human trafficking and slavery trafficking that's happening. And I'm going to show a picture. As I said, whether this is seen or not, because a lot of my stuff's being blocked out, being shadow banned, being so to prevent any proof of anything getting out and who the guilty are. Now full face beard, has lots of pock marks on his face. He has a long history also too of criminal stalking as well. This is finished with me, so congratulations, you pieces of shit. I hope you're happy with what you accomplished, especially the Hartwicks and the rest of the fucking junkies. Full right side is completely and totally gone, no feeling whatsoever. And luckily, I cannot go to a hospital. Compliments of criminal fucking doctors to assure crimes for O.p.p. You've done this 6 years, and you are guilty of ending a bloodline by doing this, you lowlifes, whether you think so or not. You mentally are fucking murdering people before you are physically fucking killing them. Changing me to look like one of your boyfriends, changing me to look like an inmate, changing me to look like a sex offender, so you can justify or do whatever the fuck you have planned against me, O.p.p, for 6 years so far, along with your criminal doctors who are involved. Luckily, there is no laws and everybody is above them, and your victims have no rights. Be safe, everybody. Love all, hate none. Whether you think this is a joke or not, all you pieces of shit watching this, because I know everybody involved is seeing this, go fuck yourselves, and you will pay for what you've done.